Previously on the channel. Cool. So the next thing we need to consider is this gap here. Now what you need to do is divide 520 divided by 3. This 172 becomes 100%, so it pushes everything to the left. Today we got a lit tutorial. You need to watch this one through to the end, and trust me, you're gonna benefit a lot. All right. Before we get into it, let me zoom into this thing. Oh my God, what we got here? Rishi Sunak versus Liz Truss. Yo, this is 38% versus 62. So Liz Truss is doing a lot right now. She's doing much better than Rishi Sunak. I don't know who you got your money on, but I don't know really, to be honest. For the longest, I thought this guy was going to take the title. Man, she looks like she's going to do it, man. She looks like she's going to win. Does that even spell Boris? Like, seriously, my spelling. Okay, Boris is like, compare that to that. I mean, that's terrible, right? Anyways, forget about that. May the best person win. Okay? Yeah? Alright. Let's get rid of that quick. I ain't got time for this today. Honestly, just gotta get to it. I was on the phone to Amazon and said, yo, you know what? Yeah, you guys are recommending me terrible, shows and stuff like that. I was like, and they were like, don't worry about it. It's fine. We're gonna recommend some good shows. Okay. Alright. And then I got this one. So I don't know how I feel about this one, but I think it's kind of lit though. Look at her eyes though. She looks real serious up in here. She's ready for battle. Like, oof, man. Don't play with me now. Don't play with me now. Wee. Man. Trace the nose. Okay, I'm messing this up. And the longest. Oof. Look at that. Ooh, we got some hair. Okay. Yep. It looks hella serious right now. Oh, so, okay, look. We got a serious call to action. So, watch this trailer. Very important if you're sending out your communication. They've got some social media icons here. So clearly they want you to click also to the social media icons and share to your friends. They have a big title here. So if you didn't know what's happening, you know what's happening because of the title, right? What else? They've got a nice description here. It's great. They started off the story with a nice, big, bold header image. The header image has got actually a design which holds this text. So the image is going to be holding the text. And they've got another logo at the bottom there. And they've got just the T's and C's happening down at the bottom there. Standard stuff, right? What else do they have? They've got a logo here at the top. What do I think about this email? It's one of those straight to the point emails where it's like literally straight to the point, right? We don't messing around, yeah? We've got the banner image, and then you've got the button here. They're trying to push for people to watch the trailer. They got social media icons there, straight to the point, very clean. You got a black background here, and a nice blue logo here. So contrast, it's very nice. They've got this. Okay, let's do this on a new layer. They've got, see, this part of the image is very nice because this image blends into this dark background. So if you don't know about that, watch a video on this channel. I've mentioned about this already. So yeah, I like that. I've mentioned how to create this on a video on YouTube. Definitely, if you go to the video section on the page, you'll definitely find this video. And I've mentioned how to create buttons like this, with the nice roundings in the corners there. I've mentioned how to do that. I've mentioned how for you to create a nice title like this and a nice paragraph, stuff like this. I've also mentioned how to create this email so that it's like centered. As you can see, it's centered. So you're looking at this as like 600 pixels, and it is centered, right? Okay, right. So everything's looking good. Also remember this. They've got a color here happening for the href. So they've got a style CSS clause that gives the hrefs that special color, and also you can see that they have another color going on, like a white. So they've got two href colors, link colors. They've got two. So this is one, and this is one, and this is two. Two. So they got two colors going on, and obviously for their color, they don't really use. Sorry for the zooming in. They don't really use like white on black, so they use this color which is like a gray. So if I color pick it, they use this color which is like a gray, a 797F80 type of number. All right. So sometimes it's not like you're just gonna use a white. You can just use a gray. Also, it shows importance, right? This is like T's and C's, so you don't really need to care about that. But this is on white, to show that the importance of this, right? And it also matches what was in the design right here. Okay, let's mute that. So yeah, that's basically what we got. Let's see how we can code this. So let's jump into Dreamweaver right now. Yeah, I was messing around. What is this? Hello world, HTML emails. What? I mean, seriously? Like, I mean, what is this? Like, seriously, man? Like, what is going on? Anyway, let's just delete that. So if I remember correctly, because I set this up some type of way. So if I do start, then I get my code in there to start. So if I collapse the head, I see I got the body tag, I got the table tag, then I got the tr, td, and in here I'm gonna push in for a table, back it up, and then go 600 pixels, right? That's just what I'm gonna work with. I don't even know what Amazon Prime are using, but I got a feeling if I'm around 600, I'm great. So let's go back to Photoshop, see what I'm working with. To start with, I'm gonna work with this. I need to factor in these round corners. Okay, we're gonna work with that. Let's just one step at a time. Let's see what we can do here. What I can do is do this. Say logo. So now if I put a table in there, BG color equals. I need a bunch of zeros, like 6 of them. Cool. And if I backspace this a bit, I can put in an image in here. And then in the source, I paste this image. So the thing is, you can't see, so I have to go up here and click split. Okay, that's what I got. It's a big image, let's just say that. As you can see, it's like 1,200 by 362. But if I go back to Photoshop, you can see the image is about 280 to 240. Okay, let's go 240. Let's see what we're looking like. So I'm gonna go to Dreamweaver, and what I'm gonna do is give this a width of 240. 240. Okay. So I'm also using, this is a terrible image because it's like not really sitting well within the black background, but for example purposes, it's alright. So I'm gonna do a line center. Okay, cool. Because I can't, I'm just gonna go with an orange. Sorry, it's totally off this design, but just work with me here. Go back to Dreamweaver. Oh, that's not gonna work. Actually, that works. Cool. So this is only because, yeah, because I'm struggling to see the logo. Yeah. So we got a logo centered. What we can do is, what can we do? We can come here and do style equals, just to get a bit of push up and down. Padding, say 20 pixels, 0 pixels. Let's see how that looks. Refresh. Right, so we got a little bit of push happening. Let me think here. So we need to have a round corner around here, round corner around there. So anyway, style, border, okay, border radius. So this 20 belongs to that corner. The next 20 belongs to that corner. So let's do it that way. 20 pixels and 0 pixels. Right, cool. Sweet. All right, so we definitely sorted that situation out where we got 20 and 20. One thing I have to factor in, let me see if I look at the design, go back to Photoshop. If I zoom in a little bit, we've got a little bit of gap from the top. You know, it's not really budding against the top. So I need to sort of like think about that, how to do that. So how I can do that, I can actually create another TR here, say 20 pixels, and I put in and where's the and? No, breaking space. So if I come back this way, you see I got 20 up here, which is great. Next, let's see what's happening in Photoshop. Oh yeah, we got this image. So I personally looked for this image for like a good 20 minutes and I gave up at like about 19 minutes because I was like, you know what, there's no point looking for this image if I can't find it. So I'm just gonna look for something relatively similar and I can work with that in this tutorial. So what I ended up finding, all right, I hope you forgive me for that because think about it, like 19 minutes looking for an image and you gotta find it. So anyway, I found an image. Let's do TR. I'll paste. So this image is obviously breaking the layout because it's 1050 with a height of 882. So this table is 600. So what do I have to do? I mean, really, that's a question for you. What do I have to do? So I have to change the width back to 600, right? Good. Right. So now we're kind of like back to that situation. I'm not so happy with, maybe it's the height on the top. Could be that. Let me see. I like the 20 at the bottom, but the 20 at the top really isn't doing it. So maybe I could do 40 pixels at the top, 0 pixels. How's that looking? Okay, I like that better. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Man, this is so cool. Yeah. Yeah, even if it's orange, it's still working, you know, like obviously they used black, but I couldn't use black because this logo's got black in it, you know. Yeah. But let's see what else we got going on. Obviously, I need to put a class on this image. So if I come here, I say class equals img. So if I scale it in, you can see it doing its thing. Okay. Perhaps you need, let me see what's in the head tag. I'm going to create a new, let's see, body, image main. All right. So I'm going to create a class called logo. And I'm going to make it so that it's like, it's these attributes, but it's like 80%. Because you see what's happening, this logo is touching the edges. I don't want it to touch the edges. So I'm going to do that to 80. And obviously if I refresh, nothing happens, but I'm going to collapse this so that I can get there quicker. So if I collapse this and look for the logo, and instead of image here, I'm going to change this to logo. Sweet. So if you wanted the logo even smaller than that, all you have to do is come in here and change the class for image. Let's say 70% for the sake of fun. 70. Okay, maybe 60. Boom. All right. So it's up to you. You can see how it's scaling in and it's centering, right? And you got that sort of look on mobile. So far we're really good. I'm really loving this and I ain't got no problems with it. It's working great. So moving on, let me collapse this layer and let me collapse that bit. And let me scroll up a little bit. Let me see, go back to Photoshop. Let's go back to Photoshop and see what it's looking like. So in Photoshop, obviously they've got this black section. Yeah, so there's a lot of black going on here. But we're gonna deal with it. Don't worry about it. Okay, let me get the pen tool because I think people don't even understand what I'm talking about here. Yeah, that's the bit that I'm talking about. And we're gonna do that right now, but I'm gonna take a sip. Okay, so let me just jump back into Dreamweaver real quick. So we're gonna start with the heading and paragraph. So very simple, very simple actually, because you see me do this 1,000 times, right? I'm actually gonna do, if you want me to comment it out, let me just do it. Text, I don't know, you call it what you want. Text, text area, something like that. Right, you call it what you want. You see, this is really up to you. What you call it, it's kind of like what makes you feel good, how easy it is in the future for you to understand what that section is, right? I just called it text area, but I'll backslash to say that it starts here and finishes there because obviously the code is gonna grow within this particular section. All right, but essentially what we're saying is it starts here and it finishes here. All right, so let's jump into here, and what we're gonna do is put a table. Let's do some nesting. So you guys know I love nesting. There's a video on the channel about nesting if you haven't got it yet. The concept of nesting. I'm gonna do a line center. And then what I'm gonna do is, let me see if I do Lauren. Boom, sweet, I got that. Let me do copy this, paste this above, but instead of having a big chunk of text, I'm just gonna have a little bit of it there. Okay, refresh, you're gonna see what we kind of have. It looks okay if it's not formatted, you know, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with align center, and then I'm gonna, you can see the text, so align center there. And then I could do another align center, align center, and then boom, the copy kind of align center as well. And I can even do another lorem, boom, great. So let's just work with this for now. I think what's more important now is to add a style and do a padding bottom. Actually, I'm gonna do padding, just like that, and sort of do like, let's do 30 pixels. Start with that. Okay, don't really need left and right. So okay, we good like this. So we got top and bottom, and then now maybe font size. I can't remember how it looks in Photoshop, but I'll do a guess. Headings are always kind of big. Font weight, let's do bold, and then font size, we'll do something like 28. Okay, pixels, and then line height, something like 36. You can even do 40 if you like. And you can reduce this to 20 if you feel it's better. Okay. Now, you see, this copy is very small, so it's up to you to change it. You can do font, family, Arial. Let's just stick to that for now. What else? Let's see what we can do here. All right, cool. I am currently going to copy this style and put it on this one. And get rid of the padding. Perhaps make just something like padding bottom. Okay. However, I want the text to normal. If I can type. Oof, Wow. Okay, normal font size, maybe 16 or 14. Doesn't really matter. 24 here, let's see. Too much, 20. Okay, wait, I'm on the wrong one, 36. I was supposed to be on this one, 24. Okay, that kind of looks good to me. I'm all right with that. Yeah, looks good. See, the only thing which I need to do is change the color to white. Because this whole section needs to be BG color of black, right? So if I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can see that happening. So now the color obviously has got to be white. So if I do color and the pound sign, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for my white. Okay, so if I just copy this, because I don't really like typing a lot, I like copying things. Right, and I paste, and you see the text coming through as well. So if I go into this preview mode, you can sort of see how we sort of like work in this design un poco, you know? Little by little, we're kind of moving, you know, in the direction. Unfortunately, this image that I copied doesn't have the fade. So for example, Photoshop. So this, okay, let me show you some. This is a good idea. All right, let me see. So we got this, right? And if I let me rasterize this image. Okay, so now if I wanted to, what am I even trying to do, guys? Let's see if I put a layer underneath. If I wanted this to blend into, okay, this is turning into a nightmare. I promise you that. So if I wanted this square to blend into the blue, I can do this. I don't even know if that's gonna work, but I'm gonna try anyway. Let's make the brush big. And let's see. So yeah, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm kind of like blending the hard, soft surface. Okay. You can see the mask is being selected there. All right, so if I hold shift and click this mask, you can see we get a hard edge as opposed to having a soft edge. So even here, obviously you can make it as smooth as you want, right? This was kind of like a quick job. So let me do it again. So if I, right. So for example, we started with this. So you can come on here, make sure you got the black on here, get your brush tool and start brushing away. So maybe you want it softer. Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of like whatever you want to do. But the result is the same. Sometimes you can just do like big brush and just brush it from far. So that it just kind of makes it blend in. Yeah, you get the point, guys. All right, let's delete that. So back to this. You can see that this black is sort of blending into this image. But unfortunately, the image that I currently have in Dreamweaver doesn't do that because it's just, yeah, it was just straight, like, yeah, hard edge like that. If you wanted it to look like that, obviously that's all right. But if you wanted it to look a certain kind of blend like this, you know how to do it because I've kind of showed you. So we've put in this title, put in this text. The next thing to do is put in this button. So let's do that. All right. Yeah, let's do that right now. Yeah, let's do that right now. So this button, let's go into Dreamweaver, split the screen. Underneath this text area, let's do TR. and we're gonna put the button. So buttons, there's so many buttons you can do out here in this world. Like you can do complex ones, you can do simple ones, you can do any kind of button as long as you got a button with a link. I think it's great. So you can do align center here, and then the button was white. So let's go BG color of £. Oh, that's not £. £, 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then here I can say let's just do, oh, it was watch trailer, something like that. And obviously this is a link. Entry move, I think I can sort of get a link quickly, like by just doing £, in here, target underscore blank. All right, we could do that. So now we got a link happening here, but I need to do align center in here. You know the guy, you've seen me do this so many times. I hope you understand this now. BG color. But if you don't, there's a video on this channel that does buttons specifically. So I hope that also can sort of help if you're struggling to make your buttons, or just watch the course. You understand everything, trust me. But anyways, let's do the button. It's got a BG color. Okay, so we're trying to do black. So 1 2 3 1 2 3. Gotcha. Let's do that. Okay, so we got that. The button is sitting like that. We need a style on the button, because if you remember in Photoshop, the button doesn't have an underline, and the button text is black. So let's go for that look. So we are going to do text color, no, text decoration. That's more like it. None, to get rid of the underline. And then we're gonna do color. Color needs to be black. So something like £, 1 2 3 1 2 3. See, again, I got the wrong one. Put the semicolon. Great. So now what I can do is I can put the padding. I can put the padding anywhere really. I could put it here even. Let's do style. Padding. Something like 12 pixels, 0 pixels. Let's see. Okay, so we got this kind of vibe going. Maybe you want the font size to be something like that, right? Something like 18 or 16 pixels. Okay, great. If you want a font weight, I can't type sometimes. Font weight to be bold. Okay, great. Oh yeah, nice. I like that look. Maybe 200 is small for you. You want to go bigger, so 240. Ah, sweet. So it's kind of big. Or if 240 is too much, you want to go 220. You got the flexibility. Boom, comes in a little bit. Great. So now maybe 12 pixels up and down is small. You want to go 16. You got the flexibility, right? What else? Maybe you want to put a bit of is it here? Maybe not. So let me go to the top and grab this padding technique that we did use in the very beginning and put it right under here, so that the button is kind of got like some push from the bottom, so you can see that happening. But in this one, I'm gonna do BG color. It needs to be black. So £, 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, click away, refresh. Let's see how we're looking. Oh, we're looking good. So if I click into here, you can see what I'm sort of working with. Maybe click away. So you got that. If I wanted to make this a bit bigger, I can even go 40. Just so that I got a bit more push at the bottom. Yeah, like that. So that's how you can sort of manipulate stuff. If I click into this text, maybe I need a bit more push at the bottom. 30 or 40. Let's just do 44. Okay, so you got the button being pushed a little bit more down. Okay, click into here. So you got the text, the button being pushed, and the button itself. The button you want to, okay, let's go to Photoshop, show you what I'm talking about. So the button's got a bit of rounding. So let's go back to Dreamweaver and look at the button. Where it says trailer, I've noticed that's capital T. So yeah, what trailer? For the rounding, you'd need to come here and say border. No, that's gotta be in style. Tag style equals border radius. Then that border radius can be whatever you want. But for this, I think let's start with 10 and refresh. Okay, I'm cool with that. Yep, that looks good. Like again, I'm saying I'm freestyling this, but that works good for me. So if we just kind of look what we doing, we'll put the logo in there. If the logo is too big for you, you can go 220, you know, make it smaller, you're flexible. And then you got the nice image here. You make the image into a link. Okay, in here, you can just put like a link, like just put pound sign for now. And so basically when you hover over the image, there's this link. And obviously when you hover over, well, what trailer, you can take them to like a YouTube page where the trailer is happening, or your website where the actual trailer is happening. So that's literally what you can do. The logo obviously goes to your home page. You can put in a link there. And if you make this responsive, you'll see that people on smartphones like iPhones, they get this responsive, you know, looking version, right? So there you go. So that is that. And this is where I'm going to pause. All I ask is for you to try to do this as homework. So like, let me show you what I mean. So for example, if I come into here, all you have to do now is think about how to do this. There's a video on the channel that shows you how to do social media icons, right? Right, there you go. So if you want to do social media icons, make the brush small right here. Is very simple. You know how to do that. If you don't know, just watch a couple videos on the channel, you'll be able to do it. The only thing I'd say is you don't need to make this responsive, right? Because this is like the logo. If this is 200 pixels, you just have to do your math, like how much is this in terms of width, how much is that in terms of width, how much is this, how much is this in terms of width, and then that's it, right? Simple. And then next, you got this as your logo, which is just like one element on a whole row. So this is similar to how we did this logo, okay? So you can do that, that's easy. And then next, you got this chunk of text, right? And we've kind of did something sort of similar here. So we've got this chunk of text, right? So this is just simple. Only thing you have to sort of factor in when you're doing this is the text color. Let me write slow. Okay, so you got text color because it's kind of like a gray in the CSS. And also, you got the links. Okay, so the links obviously got their own color. And look, they've got another link here, which is white. So you have to factor in that if you're really thinking about these things in detail. And for example, if you wanted to find out what color they are using here on the link, you just zoom in and then you just color pick that, and that's the color. Obviously, you color pick it. If you color pick, you get black. If you color pick on somewhere here on the pixel, you get the numbers, right? So that's if I zoom out, that's how you would do that, and that's simple, very simple. So I hope you've kind of understood how to do those bits. Sorry, and if you struggle, just leave a comment in the comment section, And I hope you found this very simple and very easy. And I hope you've been following along. And if you don't get it, don't worry. So much more tutorials are coming on the channel. One step at a time, you're going to get there. All right. And if you've got any input, any suggestions, drop them down below. But the most important thing I'd say, hit that like button. Hit that like button like there's no tomorrow. Smash it, smash it, smash it. All right. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks so much for watching through to the end. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Hey, hope you're having a good day. I got some good news. The course is now available. Click the link below to get full access. And if you're new, consider subscribing.